our team was just choosing which door they're going to go through, and which team would you like to go through? Or which door? You can go through a team too, but maybe go through a door first.
Well, after we go through a door, there'll be a team on the other side that we'll have to go through. Which I'm pretty sure between Cog and I we'll do fine.
I just gave it away.
Well, I think Ian was saying the side door that down there.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting, like a feeling from this door that seems like something important's behind it, and I don't want to miss anything out on the side here that might also be important, but more so hidden.
You sure explain things a lot.
And as they say, clarity is quite important to conversation.
Okay.
All right. Ain will go and open this door, and hopefully it won't lock behind us again.
Okay. All right. So let me just show you what you see. Oops. Okay. Every once in a while, I'm going to hit the turn order sign and make it look like a battle's about to happen. It's only because I get that one mixed up with the polygon reveal. So don't ever think, aha, I know what he's doing. Okay. So basically, you open up this room. The room looks like it's empty except for an altar that's carved from a block of limestone at its far end, which is just right here. And there's barnacles and the petrified limbs of an alien sea life blooming from the remnants of the statues and worn stones. So basically, it's sea creatures that you've never seen before. It looks like this temple that has really risen from a depth of the ocean that you couldn't have even imagined going to.
All right. Taking a look at the ground, is it trapped at all?
You can roll for it if you would like to search. Would you like to do an investigation?
It's an investigation roll?
Okay. Yes.
Let's go. That's a 14.
All right. 14. Yeah. There's no. You don't discover any traps. That's what I should say.
All right. Ain will sort of take a look in, and so there's a limestone altar right over here. Correct.
Yep.
I think Michael's here.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. He is too.
Oh yes, our Triton friend.
Hello, Michael. We're live on Twitch. You're muted.
Michael, you're muted.
Oh, should I mute first?
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to the game. We just got all of the kinks worked out. So that was good timing for you.
Oh, is it timing? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize for being so late. I got on to a couple crises that I had to deal with first. So
it's like the fates were waiting for you.
there. How's that? There we go. Much
Oh,
better.
there's the light that I get. There's the torch that I have. Torch in one hand, a spear in the other.
Okay. Wahoo. Okay, and then we're in roll 20. So let's go and see what happens there.
And you know what I think? Take away your character. Oh, your character is. I'm just gonna put him over with everybody else, so that when you get here, you'll know where he is.
Ah. Oh, I can now dim the lights according to roll 20.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of
Oh,
like
you look in 5 years and 1,000 people yelling at them. Well, finally, they have a dark mode.
Yeah, it is nice. I like the dark mode on Roll20.
Oh my goodness. Almost
You can finally get rid of that browser extension with a script that manually turns everything dark mode. Finally get rid of that.
Because you needed it to start with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I switched over to Foundry. I needed, because Roll20 would hurt my eyes. I know, like it's
Oh, interesting.
because it's bright white.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, it was pretty wet. Yeah, I'll give you that. And the dark mode is actually right there. So
Quite easy on the eyes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so Krog is gonna just stomp right up to the foot of the altar and stare at it.
All right. Basically, what you see is a cracked stone green bowl on the top of the altar, and it looks like there's it's filled with water and some sea life inside of it. But whether that was put there by somebody or if it was a remnant of when the water receded from the ocean when this lifted up from the depths, it's hard to tell. But right now, it looks like just a bowl of water.
That's it? Just a bowl of water?
That's all you can tell that it is. Yes.
Just a bowl of water.
Okay, so where is my character?
You are right here.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna obviously come into the room.
I'm gonna stick my finger in the bowl, and then I'm gonna lick my finger.
What kind of water is it? Salt water? Is it people water?
Are you going to taste it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first thing you notice when you dip your finger in the water is that it's definitely wet. When you taste it, I mean, this is Krog. I'm thinking of how Krog thinks, right? He's like, yes, water
How
wet.
wet is it? Is it like, are we talking like sea wet? Are we talking like oil?
It's sea wet, and when you taste it, there's a definite saltiness to it, but there's also a sweetness to it, and you feel a little bit healthy. And I'm trying to remember from last time because you were in battle. Did you lose hit points at all?
I did, yes.
You feel a little bit better, and you gain back a hit point.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
oh.
I like that. Little healing potion.
I'm gonna actually take a whole sip then.
Sure. Roll 1d6. Or probably roll 1d6.
Okay. 5.
You gain back 5 hit points.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm back to max.
Here we go. I was about to ask, is everyone okay? Krog was in there, dealing with everything. So I was about to ask if he was all right.
Yeah, you gotta try out this water. Makes me feel good.
Okay. Ain will peer in. Yeah, Ain will peer into the bowl. How much water is in there? Is it like a lot of water or a little bit of water?
It looks like if you have a flask, you could fill up a flask. So there's probably enough for like two more portions of healing. Or one more portion if you're really greedy and you just want to drink it all.
I mean, do we want to take this water with us then?
That's really smart, Aim. I didn't even think of that.
I've been in the business for quite a while, so.
Okay. So do you empty it into a flask or anything, or is that what you
Yeah, I have a water skin. I'll empty it into a water skin.
Sure. Okay.
See if that does anything.
Yeah. Well, when you do it, actually, two things happen. First, your flask fills up with this liquid. As soon as the liquid is gone from the bowl suddenly in your hands turns warm, and this flame just opens up inside of it. It not enough, it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't burn you, but it looks like it's almost like a magical lamp that appears.
Oh, that's convenient. When you finish the water, it turns into a light, so you can find your way back.
Oh, incredibly handy. Is there, out of curiosity, is there any way to extinguish the lamp? Not that we would want to strictly do that right now, but
So the flame is in the bowl, right? It's like just sitting in the bowl. It's coming out of the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, it's
What happens if I turn the bowl upside down and set it down? Does it extinguish the flame? If I just like if this is the bowl, if I just do it this and then put it down, is the flame gone?
as soon as you turn it over, yeah, the flame extinguishes.
Oh. Oh,
And if you turn it back the other way,
flip it back.
It comes back up.
woo!
Oh,
Nice.
here we go. I guess I can put the torch out. As Aim will have the torch in one hand, begin to shake it to put it out. Look around, find a damp spot on the ground, just sort of put it out in the spot.
That's a good sound
The
effect.
torch goes out.
Nice.
Where is? Oh, there's my token auras. Here we go. Save. There we go. I am no longer glowing because we have a bowl of light.
You have a bowl of light. Yes.
Right. So now, what are you going to take that bowl of light? Are you going to use it to travel elsewhere? Or are we going to look around the room some more? While these things are going on, I'm sniffing around the room. I'm going around the edges. Is this a garden? Like, what are these kind of weird... I mean, is the illustrated map showing, like, what are these things at the edges and corners of the room?
It's actually showing you coral and barnacles and old and sea creatures that have passed, they basically suffocated once everything came up out of the ocean. But it's coral and barnacles and sea creatures that you've never. Well, actually, you would have, because you are a sea creature. It's ones that you've seen, but only at the really, really bottom depths of the ocean. Like, that you would have to go, miles down before you finally saw anything like this. Like, this is where, there's everything is in darkness, and and so it really shows you just how far this temple had been sunk and how far up it had come.
So Kraken territory kind of.
Kraken territory, yeah.
Fine.
Kraken territory.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Do you recognize any of this stuff? There were these shells that we found on some of the some of them. I have no idea what they're from.
So what we're looking at is from the very deep, like as deep as it gets.
As deep as it gets.
My people don't really hang out here. It's too deep, even really for us. And yeah, we have stories about things that are from here.
Do the stories include temples that just rise out of nowhere?
Not that I'm aware of, although DM.
Sorry, what was that?
Do I have any stories that include a temple?
You have no stories that include this temple. You have stories of temples, but none of this particular one. Yeah. So depending on what kind of character you are, you could be telling them, "Oh, I have this story of the temple of long, far away." But
yeah, no, I'll be honest. I'm like, yeah, no, I got nothing. These critters are from as deep as I've ever been, or deeper, and I'm not sure what to make of this. This temple came from a very deep place in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And sniffing around these things, having to look through them. Does anything kind of turn up? Should I do a roll to see if I find anything, or?
yeah, do you want to give me an investigation roll?
Sure. Oh, wow.
Slash R.
Yeah, I got that. Figured that out. Oh, look at that. So, and then hold on, where's my character sheet?
Either way, 19, unless you have a minus on investigation.
Which I don't.
Yeah, then, So basically what you find is you find 35 blackened silver tridents. And
35?
Yeah, scattered all over the whetstones. And you also find... Oh no, you've already found the basin. So yeah, so basically you find 35 tridents.
They're locked in the stone, or they're physical object.
Physical objects. So like the actual,
Like-
with the weapon trident.
Like they've been hiding from us.
Yeah.
Just never noticed the floor's covered in them.
Like they looked at this room and they said, good storage. Good storage. Just move in.
Isn't that wild? And so finding these tridents, isn't that bizarre? Anybody want a trident, by the way? Is like they were kind of stacked in the corner kind of thing?
It's not all around the room. Like you find
Like-
them.
Scattered, as in just chucked in the room and somebody booted it, or
Yeah, it looks like they were just using it as the trident room.
It's just trident.
It doesn't make much sense unless you're a marrow. If you're a marrow, you're like, of course you have a trident room.
Who doesn't have a trident room?
clearly.
Clearly.
Come back from pillaging villagers. You take off your shoes. You chuck your trident in the trident room, and then you go.
Yeah, exactly.
The,
We just watched.
the big Joe who's watching us would like a trident.
Isn't that
I
funny?
would.
Well, help yourself. There are a few hanging about.
I'm gonna take 2 more.
I
Alright.
think I'm good. I managed to nip a spear from one of the mirrors that we fought, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'll just take one just because. Handy to have.
Yeah. For those people who didn't tune in last time, Dovnos is the marrow is his enemy of choice. So, well, not of choice, but his enemy.
Yes,
Yeah,
Some could say it's his favored foe.
his favorite foe.
I could even say that. Okay. Okay, so are we done with this room?
I believe so. As the dream didn't seem nearly as important as I thought it was. But we do have the bowl.
The bowl is cool. Any other interesting things about the altar itself? Like, is it? Do I recognize anything about it? Is it? I guess should I throw another investigation check to see if we find anything? Any secrets in the altar itself?
You're welcome to do an investigation check. The one thing that you all do remember is that the temple itself originally belonged to the villagers from long ago. So the marrow have actually they moved into it once it sunk. They weren't the original builders of it.
So we're dealing with squatters.
Yeah, pretty low rent squatters, if you ask me. But anyways, okay. So
Elevation.
oh yeah, so I'll roll another sniff. Okay, and I rolled a 6, so that's fine.
Yeah, you give it a good search. You're pretty sure there's nothing else in here.
Yeah, okay. I'll give up. How about you guys?
I think I've fully found everything. Carl, do you want to bang on some more walls, see if you find anything else, or are we good in this room?
Frog bangs on the wall.
Any particular wall?
The walls feel pretty solid. Like, you're pretty impressed with the stone.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna bang right there.
Does the door close? Are we trapped?
Yeah, and then he whips around and watches the door.
Yeah, you're not finding anything else. If the room looks, yeah, definitely a basin trident room.
I think we're good here.
Excellent. Okay, so we leave the tridents behind that we don't take with us. Shall we go and investigate the big door that will take us into the rest of this complex? One presume?
I believe it is big door time.
How incredibly exciting.
All right. Big door isn't locked.
All right. I'm just gonna move a window over.
Do I see ancient Atlantean signs for push and or pull?
It definitely looks like a pull door.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. And are you saying that you've tried the door?
Yeah. I will. Abe will try the door. He'll
I'm
go.
gonna pull out the crossbow. I'm gonna pull out the crossbow and be standing.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go a bit up the stairs so you have some elevation on it, or?
Sure, why not? We'll do that.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you let me stand right there?
All right.
It's there's a grid on.
Yep, there is.
Alright. But I opened the door. At least I attempt to.
All right. Okay, so you look inside. It looks like it opens up to a
Long hallway.
a hall of statues. And I'm just gonna move this down a little bit. There we go. It looks like a hall of statues. The door opens sort of with this low rumble as it scrapes along the ground. There's a shower of dust that comes down, so it looks like the when it was underwater, it was it was probably kept open but shut, possibly after it rose up, and and it really wasn't like it doesn't fit like the door jamb anymore, and so you open it up and dust falls out, it scrapes along the ground, and you see this row of 6 statues along the walls, 1 statue at the far end, and 2 of the statues are completely demolished.
Oh, okay. Alright, so the area looks empty.
Yeah, the large
Usually
statues. What do you figure? You figure that statues are demolished for a reason?
Does it look like it's just wear and tear, or does it look like someone took a trident to it real strong?
It looks like it's wear and tear.
Looks like it's wear and tear, huh?
It's the old age.
Yeah,
It's old age.
Oh, okay.
probably exacerbated
Looks like
when
that. Regular
when it rose
slithering. I don't know how long this temple has been undisturbed, or as it were, but certainly a lot here. At the end, there's a little pauldron. There's a little statue at the very end. Yeah.
That is correct, and it looks like another bowl, but this one is stone and it's being held by the statue.
Hmm. Well, gentlemen, it looks like there's there's a receptacle of some sort. Should we put the fancy water in, or should we try putting regular water in?
It's currently empty?
It's currently empty. You don't see anybody inside of it. As you're walking through it, there's pieces of stone everywhere. You're actually having to sort of move around larger pieces. It looks like once this temple rose up, the water was probably holding it in place, and now the weight of itself is actually making it start to crumble.
Right.
And you notice it the most in this room. There's what you do notice also too is that where in the front entrance, you saw the barnacles and everything. There's none in here, so there's nothing that indicates that this particular room was underwater. Like there's no sea life. There's no barnacles. It looks like it was kept kind of intact.
Huh. Okay. I'm curious about the statues. I'm inclined to, firstly, can I identify any of the critters made of the statue? Like, do they make sense to me as any kind of figures, like heroes or gods that I might be aware of?
No, what you notice is that they're all female, they're all human, and they're actually all wearing cloth, and the cloth isn't stone. The cloth is they're actually wearing some sort of cloth.
Oh boy. Interesting. And they're human, like clearly human, like they're not, humanoid. They're human.
They're human.
And so I'm not going to recognize any of these figures if they were to represent some gods or others that humans thought of.
No.
Right. Okay. So that's really weird. That's really extra weird. Like, who made the temple?
Frog's gonna go over to that first busted statue, and he's gonna he's gonna stare at it, but basically that's his version of investigation.
Sure. What Krog does notice, just passively, is that among the rubble of the busted up statue are clothes, and the clothes again, they're actual clothes. They're not stone.
What kind of clothes?
Shirt, tunic, pants.
Anything else?
It looks like clothes that a commoner would wear.
He's looking at the rubble of the statue though more.
Yeah, the rubble of the statue. It looks like what you notice is because the face of the statue is actually still pretty intact. It has a look of fear on it. So it's whoever carved the statue looks like they had carved the expression of the person to be extremely afraid, to be almost petrified, as as they carved it.
Can I pick up the face?
So this is, but hold on. I mean, yeah, okay, go ahead and pick up the face and investigate. But the challenge for me is that I'm now starting to worry that these individuals were actual people. Like the level of detail is pretty high, huh? Yeah.
Frog picks up the face.
The level of detail is extremely high.
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely somebody who is an absolute master carver that you've never seen the likes of this level of ability.
Unless, of course, they were actual people that were petrified. How fun.
Frog picks up the face.
Anybody have a mirror?
And he turns it so that it's looking at Davnos. And he goes, "Ooh."
Very funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah. Nothing happens to Davnos.
It's scared.
Yeah. Are you worried about turning into stone? Because I am.
That would not be good.
No.
Certainly wouldn't be the way
so
I
what-
want to spend the rest of my days.
What is the clothing like? Like, be specific. Like, is it tattered? Has it weathered? Has it spent 1,000 years? Does it look like does it have dirt on it? Is it somebody who's been working in the clothing before they got turned to stone?
Yeah. Okay. Because you're investigating the clothing, what you notice is that the clothing actually looks like it's colorful. It's a faded blue cloth lined in gold. Explain to me how you're examining it. Like, are you picking it up to look at it, or are you just looking at it on the floor?
I'm definitely touching it. I'm I'll even sniff it. I'm just confused. Like, I'm not sure I understand how the dude got to be here in the clothing. And
Sure.
I'm wondering if, like, if you get petrified, does the clothing petrify with you or not? And if not, then what caused the petrification in the first place? And, those are the sorts of things going through my head.
Okay. When you touch the clothing, it actually disintegrates in your hand. What I want you to do is a religion check. So if you want to do, and tell me what you roll.
Okay, hold on. I'm 17, and I don't know what my mods are. Hold on.
You go to
Unless you have a
to
minus,
journal,
unless you have a -7, you've made the roll.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yay.
-7.
So as you're looking at it,
I'm 1, so I'm good.
you do recognize it from some of your travels as these were the priestesses of the god Thessa, and one of the skeleton that you're looking at in particular, or skeleton, the statue that you're looking at in particular, it's wearing a bronze ring, and it's set with a beveled oval, and it looks like it's really shiny. Like the one thing on this that looks like it's still intact is this ring.
Is it possible to pull the ring off the hand without breaking the stone?
You can try.
I'll try.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It doesn't break the stone. The
Cool.
ring slips off.
Okay.
Eee.
So I look at it more carefully. Like, is there anything written on the inside? Is there
Yeah, you can
anything
do.
written on the outside? Is there more detail, or
Do you
it's
want-
just a shiny ring?
Do you want to do a history check to see if you know anything about it?
Sure. Let's do that.
You've been rolling pretty well today.
Yeah, and yet another, so I'm good.
Yeah. So this particular ring, when you're looking at it, you recognize it as a special ring that gives you a little bit of protection, and basically it's it would give you +1 to your armor class.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh, that could be good.
I'll just put that on.
Here we go.
And yeah. And is there anything else? Is there any? There's no more jewelry on the statue. The clothing has now disintegrated as it touched it. So it's as old as the place we're in, one presumes.
Yep.
Um,
The statue did not come to life.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, and you are not a statue.
And was the individual, is this individual also having the expression of fear on the face?
Yes. Yeah, and it's almost like a painful look of fear.
Huh. So I'll move on to the next statue and essentially do similar things. I mean, I suppose I'll try not to touch the clothing because there's no point, it'll just fall apart anyways.
Quick
Sorry, go ahead.
question. Are there doors here?
Yes, there are. Yeah, those are 2 doors.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because
yeah.
the darkness is kind of obscuring them.
Ah, I can fix that.
Wasn't sure. But
So I'm gonna look for jewelry and see if there's any inscriptions, if there's any other hints about these individuals that might help us understand what happens here.
There. On this one, okay, are you going to look at all the statues then? Is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. When you get to this one,
And I'm looking at the one across from him right now.
okay. Here, I'll tell you one at a time. So this one here, looking at it, you don't see anything except same facial expression though, right? Like just this look of abject fear and pain. When you get to this one is actually holding this particular priestess is holding a shield and a sword, and when you're looking at it on the shield, you can see the words that says in honor of Thessa we do this.
Right. And the shield and sword are part of the stone. They're made out of stone, or they are stuff like they're made out of metal or whatever.
Oh, sorry. The shield and the sword are being held by the stone, but just like the clothing and the ring, they are actually still actual shield. It's still a shield and a stone. Shield and a sword.
Interesting. Anybody have a burning need for a shield or a sword?
Yeah.
not really my thing.
Right.
Shield? Come on.
It looks like it's all yours.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'll pull the shield and the sword and see what happens. Like, is there leather on? Like, how does the shield attach? I'm assuming if it was leather, then it would disintegrate the second I touched it.
The shield is still being held by hand. So let's see if I can. Actually, you guys can't see me unless you're on Twitch, so it's hard. Here, hold on. I'm going to. No, I'm just going to describe it. The shield is being held securely by the hand, and there's a leather strap around the arm. So it is a very, very well made shield. It looks like the kind of shield that people use in this part of the world. It's round. It's made out of a really polished metal. Even after all of this time, with all the other things that have sort of fallen apart in this place, the shield looks like it's still almost like it can't be tarnished.
And if I touch the shield and pull, the leather doesn't pull apart.
The leather does not pull apart.
Okay, so that's a strong indication that there's something else going on here that's preserving this, like, oh, I don't know, magic. So, So we're going to have to break the hand in order to get the shield free?
You would have to break the hand.
The same with the sword?
Same with the sword.
Huh.
Because they basically with the sword, the hand is gripping it, and you would have, the pommel on the bottom of the sword wouldn't slip through.
The pommel will or will not?
Will not. It's too big. And
Right,
it's
so
and it's a
you have to break the hand as
yeah.
well. So you'd have to break both hands.
yes, and it's a short.
Go on. How do you feel about breaking these hands?
Okay.
I mean, do you have something, you can hit these things with that wouldn't break? I mean, I'm not trying to wreck anything. I'm just thinking if we got the sword and the shield free, they might be useful.
Well, the fact is that you're not using it anymore.
How thick is the stone?
Pardon me?
How thick is the stone, James?
It's pretty thick. It's the same thickness as a actual hand.
Yeah, so it's their fingers, right? It's
Yeah.
the half an
Can
inch.
Try and just break the hand off?
Yeah, you can certainly try. What I'm gonna get you to do is do a strength roll.
Okay.
If you need tridents to help you, we have plenty.
We do.
By my count, 33 spare.
So whacking away.
I've got 3 of my own now.
Yeah, so 33. 33 spare ones.
Okay, so strength, like plus my strength bonus.
Correct.
15.
Okay. Yeah. You snap it off. It's and the hand breaks right off the wrist.
Okay.
So what did I get? I got a
You
shield
now have
or
a.
dominoes?
Sorry, I thought you were doing the sword.
Oh yeah, okay, it's
Yeah.
sword then.
Yeah, basically you have a sword that's being held by a stone hand,
And it's a long sword?
a short sword.
Oh, I just give it to Domino's.
Okay.
Using them out.
Yeah, no, yeah, interesting. So I still need to break the fingers off. So I'll put the hand on the ground now and stomp on it.
It completely shatters, and now you've got this sword.
Here, now I'll try and rip the hands that are holding the shield.
Okay, strength roll.
Ooh, nice. 27.
Yeah, you snap it off so hard that the hand actually shatters from the statue, and now you've got the shield.
And I give that to Domino's too.
What do I do? Okay, so I'll pick the two items up and wield them. What's that like? Does it feel? Does it feel good? Or anything exciting happen?
Nothing exciting happens, but it feels really good. It feels almost like you've been missing these pieces to your wardrobe all along, and you finally found them.
Oh no.
And just so you
Yeah, no, exactly.
we just had a suggestion in the chat that the statue fragment should pull a T1000 and liquefy into one mass, but for copyright reasons, we'll avoid that.
So can I stomp over back to that other statue and check it out?
Yeah, you can. Which one? This one over here.
Yes.
Okay. You check it out. Same kind of thing. It's abject fear on its face, blue shirts and clothing on it.
No weapons or rings or anything?
No weapons or rings.
Okay, then I'm gonna stomp down the room. This way.
All right, you are facing
As Aiden is-
two doors. There's a door here and a door here, and there is a statue here that, as I said, has a basin that actually, being as close as you are, you can see that it is also filled with water.
Oh, the basin's also filled with water.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stick my finger in and lick it.
Is this good water?
It tastes very good, and you realize that you were actually kind of thirsty, so it quenches your thirst.
Oh, it's fresh water.
Yeah, no, it's not salty at all.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Huh. Or do we want to keep this water in a separate bin, or do we want?
Is there anything else in there?
I think it deserves a separate bin, don't you? Because, I mean, we don't want to dilute the healing water, do we?
I wonder if that would make the healing water just more healing water, or if it would make it worse.
I have no idea. That's not something
I'm no alchemist.
I mean,
Is there only water in there?
In the bowl, yes.
Okay.
can we empty the bowl? Just out of curiosity. I'm going to have a drink. And then,
Rob loses interest.
Are you gonna?
You
You
want-
can. It looks like you could lift the bowl off of the statue if you want to try emptying it.
Oh,
interesting. But it's a stone bowl, so it's not like it's light and fluffy, easy to carry around kind of thing.
is it about the same size as the bowl, the fireball that we have?
It's the same size. Yep.
Same material or stone? Like, what was the fireball made of? I'm
Like
sorry.
limestone, I believe.
It was. No, here actually, no, I'm gonna look through my notes because now.
Do a Indiana Jones stone bowl swapper.
Yeah. It was bronze. It was a bronze bowl.
It was a bronze bowl, so the one
need to know how it's
was a
made.
bronze bowl, and the bowl in
Yeah.
front of us is stone.
The one in front of you is stone,
Okay,
but exactly
Okay.
the same shape, same size, everything.
interesting. But I would say for a different purpose.
I just noticed in our chat that somebody's raiding with a party of 5. I'm not actually sure what that means. I'm gonna have to look that up on Twitch to find out.
Maybe we're in trouble.
Somebody else on
Oh, so
their followers.
oh, so someone.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, so someone's rating. They brought in 5. They brought in. Yeah, another streamer has brought in viewers.
Agree. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks to Poco Interplanner.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah, it's an exciting D&D game. Will you take the bowl? Let's find out. We'll break copyright and turn this into a game of Terminator.
Oh my god,
Dun, dun, dun.
too funny. Okay,
Oh. So we have the statue in front of us. We have a door to.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
So you took the bowl, right? Was that the?
did somebody take the bowl? Because I didn't take the bowl. I had a drink, but I'm leaving it where it is.
Rob lost interest quite some time ago.
Yeah.
We can do a swap around the bowls later.
Okay.
More doors. When we're out of doors to find.
Let's go
through.
play with the door, shall we? Okay.
And why don't we all
Alright,
rush in,
each.
just in case there's another wall that the mirror can slap to separate us again.
Okay. I'm going to sling the shield over my back and pull out the crossbow again just because we're entering a room and that makes me feel better.
Yeah. Are we going north?
All right. Yeah. Which one? Going this way?
That looks like it. Grog, you get to choose.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
All right. So opening up the door, what you find is. Ta-da! You find a stairwell going down.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know.
They're all going
Yeah,
down.
nobody, and it looks like it goes down into sort of the darkness, and you can just see that it's you can't quite, or I should say you can't quite see after it. So you
I have dark vision.
And I've got dark vision.
The,
Water at the bottom?
there.
I have a bowl of
It
fire
looks
in it.
dry. But just the shape of how it goes down, that's just as far as you can see. So it's not that it's so dark that you can't see. It's just the shape of the stairwell itself.
That's
Right.
large.
Okay.
Oh, should we go down?
I mean, it's
are we
over.
done with, well, the first question is, are we done with this level yet?
I mean, we can. There is the door behind us, and I don't think the statues are going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
No, that's...
Oh, hey, crowd starts going.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So now what we're gonna do
Good job,
is
God. If it wasn't for you, man, we'd just be standing around here talking about it again.
yeah. Now we're gonna do my favorite thing where we change maps on Roll20. Hold on.
Hey,
I'm
Oh,
gonna take,
yeah.
I'm gonna take Jush's suggestion of copying and pasting your characters.
it should work. You should be able to
Yeah.
copy and paste tokens from one scene to another.
And
Oh, but that's up to the DM to do. We can't do it for ourselves, right?
no,
Yeah, no, we can't do it for
Yeah.
ourselves. It's the DM.
Okay. I'm going to grab a glass of water. Hold on.
that's a good idea. Okay, there we go.
DM loading screen up.
Okay, so either I'm going to show you the entire map, or oh, that's weird that only Krog copied over. Here, hold on. Oops. Yeah, there. I think this is going to work. I'm kind of excited about.
Are you doing this in the library?
Yeah. I'm working. I'm working right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
So for those of you who are trying to figure out what you want to do when you're done school, I highly recommend going to library school.
Not all librarians get to play D&D.
No, that's true. Go to library school and join our library. And actually, pretty soon, you'll be able to play D&D in our library. You don't have to be a librarian. And
Heck
oh,
yeah.
and it's okay. Hold on.
There's music.
Yeah.
There's music.
There is music,
I believe so.
and the
That
fog
is
didn't
probably-
reset. That's so
Can I
strange.
play?
Okay, let me see if I can.
Done.
Okay, there
I
it
don't
is.
hear any music.
We swapped for a second, and there was cool music and water sound effects. Oh,
That was the whole place washing away.
Oh, well, that's the CD I played so I can go to sleep later.
Okay.
Oh.
oh, why'd you leave that on? We're in the middle of an entry.
There we go. Okay. Now I got it. You're gonna go into the darkness, and then I'm going to
Oh, okay.
while the music is playing, and then I'm gonna turn off the music because actually I thought it'd be cool, but it's actually kind of
It is cool.
It is
You
cool.
can turn it down on your side, on Find side.
Oh, hold on.
If you go to settings, audio and video, massive music volume level is something you can change
My
for yourself.
my Roll20 is just glitching out on me for a second. Hold on.
Oh no!
Timing is everything.
Oh, there we go.
The beauty of online technology.
No kidding. Well, the beauty of using a 10-year-old computer to run Twitch, 2 versions of Roll20, and
Just slap
Oh, yeah.
slap a 3060 in there and you'll be fine. It'll keep you warm in the winter.
yeah, boy, it doesn't want to. There, I might have to just exit here, and then I will. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna
Reload
reload my DM
Are you on the
version
deck?
of Roll20. I was so proud of myself too, because I actually got everybody moved over to the map, and
Yeah, it was good. I could move myself and everything. I had total control.
right?
Yeah.
Everything was going so well all of a sudden. Okay, here we go.
Such is the nature. Such is the nature.
It's okay. At least we're entertaining, right?
Should hope so.
All right, so just loading, and then I will tell you what you see.
So, Jay, can you remind me what your character is again? Because I completely forget.
Aim is a very very old looking human monk.
Right. I remember now. Okay. Right, now I'm a Triton stranger.
And I believe Krog is a human?
Half-orc?
Half-orc.
I remember being a half-orc and a pair of very little brains. But fabulously agreeable and very entertaining.
Okay, so if you move your map around on the right-hand side, you'll see
Oh,
an
there we
area that
go.
has been revealed.
Aha.
Oh, I have to go all the way. Wow, that's far away. Okay, got it. Yes, now I can see it. Ooh.
And
It's a big place.
Although we should be reversed, shouldn't we?
yeah,
Oh, no.
That's all right.
It's all
That's
okay,
Okay.
all right, and then
Okay, so that other door there, so we're,
Oh,
wow.
I can't access Krog.
can access Krog.
I can move Aim around.
Oh,
I'm
Krog.
good.
Oh no, Krog's been petrified.
Oh, no. So far away.
Oh, that's weird. You should be
Roll
able to-
20. Petrified, but roll 20.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, there we
Don't
go.
worry. Krog is smarter when he's
Okay, good.
petrified.
Devote all the brain power he uses to moving the body, to moving
Yeah,
his body.
exactly.
Okay, so I think you move into the giant hallway.
Yeah.
How would you use 100% of your brain instead of only 10%?
All right. Oh, hold on. I need my notes for the for this part. All right.
I'm still armed.
It would be good to have Squirrel and Mimic right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
So basically, what you see here is a long hallway. Or not a long hallway, a big chamber rather. Did that no, that didn't show up.
Okay, so,
There.
oh, yeah, there we go.
So you see,
So these stairwells behind, like, on both sides go up, yes?
yes.
Okay.
And then there are also two stairwells that you can see, one here and one here. And these two stairwells go down. And then you can see ahead of you there is a pool of water. And
Now, from what I'm looking at, it looks like there's puddles of water all over the place.
and this is there are actually this looks like, you know, if the rest of the temple had come above the water, this looks like this is where the water mostly receded to. So there are pools of water. The stone is cracked. It looks like at one time this was probably very beautifully intricately. There's a word I can't pronounce. Carved marble, and over in this direction here, to the left, you can see that there is a pool, and it looks as though there's probably you can see something splashing around in it.
Really?
The pool.
Yeah.
So So that image on the bottom of the pool isn't what's splashing around in the pool?
No, there's you can see something. So actually, from where you are now, looking down at the pool, you can see. There you go. There are 3 eels splashing around in the pool.
Huh. Shooting fish in a barrel.
And from what you
There.
remember from your religion check of the priestess, you can remember that this pool at one time was most likely a baptism pool.
Right. And having critters in it is really not. That's not normal, right? I would not expect to see critters here usually,
No.
except unless they were being baptized.
Yeah, you do also remember too that because this at one time had been under the sea, coming up, it is possible that these critters just got stuck inside of the pool.
inadvertently trapped.
Yeah, as the water receded from the temple itself, that's where they went, because it was the one place the water wasn't disappearing.
Right. My inclination is to just shoot them with the crossbow.
It does look like looks like there is a set of there's a stairway across the pool.
Well, they're stepped into the pool so that people can be baptized. Right, so you'd walk the victim, I mean, the person being baptized down the down the steps into the pool, and then do the ceremony, knee deep in the pool. I'm assuming. 'Cause I'm assuming the pool is not very deep, like from what we can see.
It's probably 4 feet deep.
Right. So we could stand into it.
Decently
above the waves.
Yeah. And the other thing you notice too that I had mentioned is over in this section here. See if I can make that show up. This area is blocked by fallen rubble, and this one here, there's a stairwell going down, and it looks like it's going into possibly what looks like an altar room of some sort. As you walk by, that's what you notice.
Right, so this is behind us, essentially, like from where our characters are right now. What you're
Yeah.
talking about is this
So
stuff
like
here.
yeah, this is the
Yeah,
altar.
Yeah.
these two. Okay. So, and this one you're saying was blocked by rubble,
Yep.
and this one's still apparently clear.
Yep.
Was it wet? Looking down, like as we walk by, would we notice whether or not it was wet?
It because the stairway goes up, it actually looks like it's drier up there than where you are.
Oh, it goes up. Those stairwells.
Yeah.
So those are more.
Yeah, sorry, they
upstairs.
go up. Yep.
Okay.
Can I see anything up that stairwell?
Looking up there, you can see that there's an altar with a carved statue of an elf that's standing between two bronze statues on either side. So there's a statue of an elf. Actually, here, you know what? Why don't I reveal it for you? Okay, so standing there, you can see that there are 2 bronze statues here and here, or not statues, sorry, pillars, and there's a stone statue in the middle here that looks like an elf.
Right here.
Like right.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm gonna go up.
And getting a little bit closer, you can see beside the altar itself over here, there's a crumpled skeleton. And the skeleton you recognize as a marrow. And it looks like it's been there for obviously a very, very long time.
Is there anything on it?
It looks like it doesn't look like the flesh had rotted away. It looks like the flesh had been picked or eaten away by something.
Ooh. Which reminds me, says Krog. I'm getting hungry.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Classic Chrome.
And I would really like some eel stew, actually.
Would you?
Okay, well, I have to admit, I was thinking about taking shots at the eels with the crossbow. Just for practice.
If you wanted to hunt the eels, I can probably whip up something quite nice.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'll have a whack.
Like a kumo.
So, is it a reasonable shot from where I am, or do you think I need to get closer?
Sorry, what are you going to try to shoot? The eels?
The eels in the pool.
Eel hunting crossbow.
Yeah, you could. It looks like it's from where you are. It looks like it's probably pretty easy pickings.
Okay. So, hold on. Let's see if I can do this from the character sheet. Because I couldn't do it the last time, and I'm not quite sure why. Let's say... What happened there?
Oh, your attacks. Pew pew pew. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. That was a speech on tail. What's going on?
That's okay. Why don't we take the first one? You have no problem. You shoot it. However, as you're shooting it, and they start really splashing around because they realize that they are definitely in trouble now. Sorry, one sec here. There. A ghoul comes out of this room here, and sees you, and starts coming towards you. So ghoul. The ghoul is
Right over here.
Oh, okay. There, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming out of the darkness there.
Just when the DM pings, I'm not seeing the ping on the screen.
Oh,
The DM. I'm not seeing it
no.
either. If you're.
here,
Oh, there you go.
Here, I'll ping over here.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
The red
Okay.
thing is yours. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
All right. So yeah, you see a ghoul coming out of the darkness over here.
Okay. Take shots.
Okay. Actually, we're going to go into initiative here.
Right.
Ooh, rolling initiative. Are you gonna use the in-game initiative tracker, or are you gonna?
You know what? I think one day what I would like to do, Juice, is to have you teach me how to do that. But for
Yeah, absolutely.
for the sake of expediency, let's do it the old-fashioned way, and just
Absolutely.
and just roll. Yeah.
And here we go. Hey, that was a pretty good initiative roll. That is a dirty 20 on my end.
There we go. All right.
Right.
There. Okay. And oops, sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. There. Now I rolled initiative. Okay, so what did you roll, Michael?
14.
14? Oh, I see. Okay. And Juice, what did you roll?
I rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. And Krog.
4.
Ooh, I thought I was going last for sure, but
Oh no.
not at all. All right, so Juice, it is your turn.
All right, so it is my turn. Let me just get the right. Aim is gonna move a little bit forward, like that. There we go. He has a spear in hand, so he's gonna take the spear. He's gonna have it in his hand, and he's gonna chuck it at the ghoul
Okay.
because he doesn't want to get in the water. That's a +6, so 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
4 plus 3. That is 7 points of damage with the spear.
Okay.
Yeah, and as he does so, he's gonna reach into his pocket. He's gonna pull out a like a dart. He's gonna pull like a long, like thin spike of iron. He's gonna toss that as well. Natural 1. That's a miss.
Oh. Okay. I am going to get you to roll on roll to see if it's a fumble. So what we're going to do
Oh, no.
is, yeah. So to decide if it's a fumble, you are going to roll again. If what you roll would have hit, then it's not a fumble. But if what you roll would have missed, then it's going to be a fumble.
Oh no. Okay.
So there's a chance that it might not be an actual fumble.
So add my 2 hit to happening again.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a 15.
Okay. So luckily, you sort of slip a little bit, but you manage to get your footing, and you don't actually fumble.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Aid will then begin to shuffle down here, just so he's like at the edge of the water. As you'll see Ain begin to roll up his sleeves. As you can see, there are these litany of tattoos that run like down his arm, almost tracing out his bone structure. As I'm going to spend 2 key points and summon my arms of the actual self as the tattoos begin to glow and sort of lift up my hands, creating these 2 spectral arms that sort of originate from the back of Ain's shoulder blades and sort of extend out as these 2 like sort of glowing spectral arms just begin to grow out of his hand or out of him. And that is the end of my turn.
That is
How
cool.
far do they go?
They're quite larger than regular arms, about twice the size of regular arms.
Has Krog ever seen you do this before?
Nobody has ever seen.
Exactly. It's like,
Ain't
wow,
seen this
that's a
before.
neat trick, man. That's cool.
Krog's eyes get all big. He's like, there's something wrong with Ain.
Okay, I haven't had to use these in a while. That is the end of his turn.
All right. It is now Dubnos.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 shots at the crossbow. Right?
Yep.
I can be doing that.
Ooh. Okay. Both hit.
Nice. Okay, now how I make it do damage.
You can click on the name in the chat, and then shoot a roll damage for you if it's set up correctly. Like
Oh, on the right
back.
crossbow? Like that?
There you go.
Oh.
And we'll do that. Oh, interesting. Oh well. So is that.
All right. Okay, so this ghoul doesn't like it's not making any kind of notice as though it's in any kind of pain, but it's got some arrows and bolts inside of him. It's almost like you feel like it looks like you're almost hitting a pincushion. Like you can't tell whether or not it's doing anything, but you're assuming that it must be.
Fair enough.
It is now the ghoul. So what happens now is you hear a door open from over here, and and 3 marrow wind up coming out.
Oh.
Good thing I went to do this then.
Oh.
How much water is there? So the water comes up to the 3rd step there on the bottom?
Inside of the place itself, it doesn't come right up. It just sort of puddles. So it's if you're wearing
this is
like
water.
yeah, it's just water. Yeah, the only place that it's really deep is actually the pool itself.
Right, but everything else is just like puddles and wet.
Yeah. Okay, so these 3 come out, and I'm gonna they're gonna go on the same initiative, but I'm just gonna roll for what their initiative would be, and my
Okay.
roll 20 is now going to glitch out on me, which is awesome. So I'm actually just gonna roll a regular d20 here. Oh, and they're going to go last. All right. Okay, so they're going to go last, but the ghoul is going to The ghoul does get to take a turn. He's going to go 5, 10, 15 over to you because you were the
Right over to Ian? Okay.
And he reaches out for you. And does a 17 hit?
Does a 17 hit? A 17 just hits.
Okay. You take 6 slashing damage.
6
You're
slashing?
not you're
Okay.
not an elf. You're not a human. You're what are you again?
No, I'm a very human.
You're very human. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So you take 6 slashing, and you're gonna do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And if you
Okay, this is gonna go well.
yeah, and if you fail, you'll be paralyzed for a minute.
So I rolled a 9 on the die. So for Constitution saving throw, that comes out to an 8.
To an
Oh
8?
no.
Oh, okay. You are paralyzed.
Oh no!
Yeah. All right. So now it goes to because Juice is paralyzed. It goes to Michael.
Okay.
And then at the next round, Juice, you can do a
Wait,
Constitution
I
saving
haven't
throw
gone yet.
to see if
Oh,
you
yeah.
get
Go
it.
ahead,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry, Krog. How could I forget Krog? He's so quiet. Krog, it's your
How
turn.
could you forget Krog?
Yeah, I think I'm right after the ghoul, right?
Yeah, you're right after the ghoul. So yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, so right now, am I 10 feet from him or 15?
You are.
So there's a ruler tool you can use. It'll tell you.
Oh, nice. 10 feet. Okay, so I'm within range then because I'm wielding a glaive.
Cool.
So I'm gonna just attack from where I am.
Nice.
And that's 2 attacks, I believe. Yeah, I get 2 attacks at this level.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so I have a 26 and a 17.
26 and a 17. Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. And okay. So they both do 8 damage each, so 16.
Okay. And that is enough that the ghoul is out of play.
Nice.
There we go.
Good job.
So in that case, I still have all my movement left. So I am going to I'm gonna come down here where the ghoul is. I'm gonna just kick its body down the stairs into the water.
Okay. The eels go crazy. Like they go right for it.
Yeah.
One of them stops moving.
Oh no.
I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, unless you have a bonus action or a reaction that you want to do.
I do have some. Well, nothing's within range for my bonus action, really. I do have more movement. I think I'm just gonna go stand and like kind of block this approach over here on the north side of the pool.
Okay. All right. Then if that's you, Juice, because the ghoul is now dead, I'm gonna let you do a Constitution saving throw again, and see if his effect wanes on you. But because he's dead, I'm gonna let you do it with advantage.
Oh, there we go. Huzzah! That is okay. So that was 2 19s. So that's an 18.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little bit better than before.
A little bit better. It's 10 better.
Yep. So yeah, you make it. You have your movement back. So basically, at the next turn, you'll be able to do an action.
Excellent. Coolio. Aim sort of just shakes out whatever substance was the paralytic. He flexes his hands, and you can see the big arms coming out of his back. Also flex their hands.
Creepy. Dog nose. I love that description though. That's awesome.
That is. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna take more pot shots while these guys are approaching us.
Yeah.
I'll move down. Hold on just a second. You're gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that. So I'm actually gonna move down here. Are these pillars?
What's that? Those are pillars. Yes.
So I kind of would need to either be here or here in order to hit them.
Yeah.
So
They would give you like full cover behind them. From somebody who's
these
direct.
guys don't have ranged weapons, though, right?
No, not that you can see.
Right. So I'm gonna take a couple shots again. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see what I got. Can't be able to see this thing. Oh, that's interesting. That wasn't right. Okay. So I'm going to. Sorry. Obviously, I'm playing with my character sheet. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. So I'm gonna take a couple shots with the crossbow. What is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. So I'll do, and then do that again, and then so I took 2 shots with the crossbow. One definitely hits.
Sure.
What about another
Which guy? Who are you shooting at? Sorry.
one? I'm shooting at this guy.
That guy. Okay. I'm just going to close my ghoul and bring up my marrows. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think they all hit actually. What did you roll?
It's a 23 and a 9. The short sword, I'm obviously not in.
Yeah, the 9 doesn't hit, but the other 2 hit.
Okay, so yeah, so but I just okay, so just 7 damage then.
Okay. Okay. He grimaces at you like and he says he sort of points his trident at you and he says, "You are mine."
Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy. I think it's the other way around, but we'll see. You're all mine. You're marrow. You're done.
All right. And was that your those were all your actions?
I think that's everything I can do.
All right.
So I have bonus things, and bonus things are not very useful at this distance.
We're back to Krog.
Well, those guys didn't move at all?
It's not that no, they don't have a turn yet.
But they didn't do anything after my turn.
No.
They came on the screen after your turn.
Yeah.
They came up
Yeah.
after your turn.
Yeah, because remember I forgot to give you a turn, so they went ahead of you, and they should have actually gone after you.
Yeah, so their action was appearing on the field.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like my spot there behind that pillar.
It's a pretty good spot.
What are they armed with?
They're armed with tridents and nets.
Ah. Okay. I don't have a direct line to any of them right now, do I? Okay, I'm gonna pull out one of my javelins and I'm gonna move 5 feet, and then I'm gonna try and hit that guy right there in the middle
Okay.
with my javelin. Yeesh. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay.
Thanks.
And oh, this is not my high damage weapons. Eight damage.
All right. He basically you hit him and he takes the spear out, looks at it, throws it to the ground.
He looks at it and what?
Throws it to the ground. So he takes it out of his leg, looks at it, throws it hard on the ground like he's like, ah.
Don't break my weapon. I'm gonna need that after I kill you.
Go Krog.
All right. Okay, it is now their turn. So the guy that Krog just went to, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, moves to here. And he looks at you, Krog, and he says, you know, I really think that the two of us should be best of friends.
Oh no.
And you are going to you're going to do a charisma saving throw.
Oh dear.
Come on,
Good luck,
Krog.
Krog.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yes, we both do. Please don't turn on us. That will suck.
11.
Okay. You're looking at this this Marrow who you just hit with the spear, and you're suddenly feeling kind of bad about hitting him with a spear. And you remember that you have some healing water. You're thinking, oh, maybe I should help heal this guy. But you realize that the Marrow are actually your best friends, and you don't understand why you're fighting them to begin with. And
No.
basically you've just been charmed, and you're now under the thrall of
Fine.
All right. So,
Fine.
can Ain tell that this one has cast some sort of magic?
well, what you
on
can tell
Krog.
is that Krog suddenly doesn't go he seems a little bit more amenable to that Marrow. Suddenly, hang this wall with
This is definitely out of character for Krog. Ain will sort of slip past Krog here. Sorry, Krog. Excuse me. Trust me, you might not understand why I'm doing this now, but it is for your own good. As Ain will park himself right over here, as his arms of the actual self have been reached. As Ain is going to just start wailing on this Marrow, almost as if he's shadowboxing. He'll take a punch, and the arm will extend up and impact the creature. As I'll take 2 attacks. Does an 11 hit?
yes, it does.
Okay. Does a 7? Does a 9 hit?
9 does not.
All right, and I'll spend 2 more key points to attack twice more. I'm guessing at 26 hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 7 plus 7, 14.
14 hits. Oh, sorry. Say
All-
damage 14.
14?
14 to hit or 14?
There's a 14 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
there was it was a
So 3 out of 4 hits. Right?
3 out of 4 hits. Yeah. So that'll be 6, 11, 14 plus 14 plus 12 because that's my because my actual self use my wisdom modifier. Yeah. 14 plus 12. 26 points of force damage.
Okay,
in
and that,
pure
that's
shots.
it. So,
Nice.
so suddenly, Krog, you have this fog lifted from your head, and you're thinking to yourself, "I don't like this guy. Why did I think he was my friend?"
Trixie fishes.
As Ain goes for like a karate chop down across the side, a stomach blow to the, and then the arm just sort of reaches out, grabs the Marrow's arm and sort of spins him around and just throws him against the wall.
And he's totally.
That is the end of my turn.
Is now Obnos.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cast. It's one action, right? So I can cast and I can fire. Right?
Cast and shoot a bolt.
Cast is one action, right?
Yes,
Is that my
correct.
whole turn?
It depends on what spell you're casting.
And snaring strike.
It's Staring Strike. Let me take a look at the ancient manuscripts. Staring Strike. It does cost. It costs a bonus action to cast.
I should
Oh, okay.
I should let everybody know who's watching that Juice is one of our regular DMs here at the library, and he's awesome. A good DM.
He is
So
awesome.
if you're in the Richmond,
Oh.
Vancouver area and you want to see this, make sure you look at the Richmond Public Library website.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, so I'll cast and snaring strike and throw a couple more bolts at this guy. Okay. Yeah. And so that's 9 and 4 piercing, and then now for the spell.
I've dropped it in.
Oh, thank you. So basically, a pile of thorns comes out from the point of the hit. Our friend has to make a saving throw or be ensnared.
What's
Yeah, hold on, let me find that. Get up on my side.
Calculated. The wisdom modifier plus your
Right. So yeah, and it right. Right.
am I doing like a wisdom?
Is it a
Sure.
sorry?
What-
Is it
What attribute do you use?
it's a strength saving throw. It's a strength. The creature must make a strength saving throw against your spell. And you're
13.
and what's the save? Where would I find that again? Sorry.
what's your wisdom modifier?
Spell save 13. That's a match.
Your spell save is 13.
Yeah.
Okay, I made it.
Right.
However, though he's not ensnared, you can do enough damage that he.
There you go.
I was actually hoping that he would lose the saving throw so that you'd have this ensnared creature fall down. So this like epic. It was this one right here.
I know, it was a close one.
Oh yeah, and he was already hit. Like
Okay.
one left, and it is Frog. Frog
Okay.
woken up from.
Okay, so the only one left is this one way over here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just take out another javelin past the pillar, and I'm gonna that guy.
Right.
Oh, nice, natural 20.
Ooh,
Wait,
yeah, that hits.
All right. So I only double the die, not the strength bonus.
Correct.
Okay. 4 plus 5, 9 damage.
It is actually enough to.
Nice.
wow.
Yeah. So as soon as you kill them, what winds up happening is outside area that they. We're going to do some theater of the mind here. But all of these villagers, so the 6 villagers, come rushing out, and they look at you and they thank you so much for killing them. We're assuming you saved us.
Yeah, sure.
Of course we were.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Ain waves, and one of the big hands on his shoulder also waves.
A little child runs up and is so excited about the extra, so amazed that he just runs up and he stares.
Ain will pat the head of the kid with a big hand. Turn to Krog. Hey, Krog, are you still hungry?
Yeah.
The mother runs
always.
up and grabs the child and
Yeah. So the other big hand will actually reach out into the water because they have a reach of because their arms have a reach of 10 feet, and will grapple they'll have to grapple one of the eels, pick it up out of the water.
that's awesome. Okay, and that's actually the mission. You found the villagers, you've seen them, and that is our one shot over 2 sessions. So
Nice.
woo, you succeeded. I was actually
Well, I'm
kind
gonna
of
grab my javelins.
Yeah.
Just in third session.
I thought the ghoul would go differently. I thought I would like plays more.
It's just Ain.
Yeah.
Just Ain. He has a -1 in con,
Yeah.
so it wasn't going to turn out well for him.
Well, and same with the charm. So yeah, been a little bit. But I just want to say thanks to the 3 of you coming back and finishing off. That was a lot of fun. I look
Always a
forward to
pleasure.
doing D&D again in person with with all 3 of you if you can take it. But I know Andrew is right for you out here. But yeah, thanks for doing this on Twitch. We'll be able to do this again. We'll give you if we get if we want to do another. We call it the holiday special.
The
Nice.
holiday special.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.